Hello and welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to be untwisting and talking. I get a lot of questions about how I'm able to retain lengths with my gray natural hair, what I'm doing. As you can see, I wear my hair in twists after I've washed, conditioned and blow dried my hair. I usually put it in twists and then I'll kind of style the twist in different ways. I usually wear these twists for about a week to a week and a half, and then I'll untwist and wear a twist out, which can usually last about another week, especially with my twists being the size that I made in this video. So they're not too large and not too small. So I usually pull my hair up and then I'll pull the twists out one by one to untwist. And as you can see, my hair is darker in the back or underneath. And gradually, as we get to the front, which you'll see in this video, the gray hair becomes more and more. So it basically my hair gets lighter in color as we move towards the front. So as when I'm untwisting, I start at the very bottom of the twist and then gently work my way up towards where the root is. And so that will just repeat throughout this video. So I'm not sure how many of you that are now subscribed are natural or if you're relaxed. Let me know in the comments. I'm curious. I watch all kinds of hair videos. I do enjoy hair content. I find it to be relaxing, and here's just a close-up. The texture is very, very good. It's easy to get good definition on my darker hair. In the front, I make the twist a little bit smaller just so that the definition can show up as well as it does on my darker hair. And like I said, I follow a lot of gray hair ladies on Instagram and on YouTube. I love watching hair content. I also love watching cartoons. How many of you like watching cartoons? Show of hands, leave a comment. What's your favorite cartoon? Yeah. And so I'm sure many of you watch gray hair or gray transitioning content. Most of us, we all know I use products that don't have pigment or color to it, for the most part, like shampoos, conditioners. Those things don't have color. I do use a little oil, but I try not too much because oil has that yellowy color to it, and I don't want my gray hair to pick up a yellowish tinge. Also, my hair is low porosity, so for me, using a blow dryer kind of helps with that. Just a little bit of heat for me is very helpful. Also, I have been trimming my hair more frequently, just to kind of even up towards the end. You'll notice that my twists look a little fuzzy on the ends, but it's because my hair tapers a bit, so I'm gradually trimming so that the thickness pretty much stays the same all the way down the length of my hair. And so aside from cartoons, what other stuff are you all watching? I found myself into Chinese drama, I guess. It was a series of videos on YouTube, and it's a Chinese drama, so I had to read the transcripts at the bottom, called Ru Yi's Royal Love in the Palace. And oh my God, I was so hooked on that series. Like, I didn't sleep for days until I had finished watching. Finished watching all those episodes. It was so good. But apparently, it was based on a Chinese emperor. And I have friends who are from China, and they're like, "Oh, it's a legend." Yeah, but there's some truth there. There's some truth to this. It was just really good. If you're interested, Ru Yi's Royal Love in the Palace. Um, yeah, that was really really fun. I love learning about different cultures, watching different programming. I mean, even if it's not in English, um, usually if you have a good subtitle, you can kind of get the gist. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm weird. Back to hair. Low porosity, clear colored or white colored products. Um, and with being low porosity, I noticed that I don't have to use as much. Like, I still tend to be heavy handed with conditioner, like my deep conditioner. And that's because I know that I'm going to be detangling. I usually detangle during the deep condition before I rinse that out. And then it's a lot easier to do the blow dry process if I've detangled during the deep conditioning. So, yeah. So, and I'm doing this voiceover the day before Valentine's Day, and I hope you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day, regardless of whether or not you're in a relationship. You always have yourself. Love yourself. You always have your own love, right? If you love yourself, you always have love. And again, I think I'm getting close to make sure that you can see the texture and the shape of the twist, just so that you have a clear view. So how many of you are like completely gray all over, or do you also have kind of a gromber or gradual color effect, kind of like what you see here with me? Is your hair all one color? Just out of curiosity, I think it's just so fascinating how unique gray hair is, depending on the individual. I'm just amazed. It makes me just amazed with nature in that way, how she can make each person's gray as unique as our fingerprints. Yeah, so now we're really starting to get to where there's more gray. Yeah, so for me, my gray hair is genetic. I started having gray hairs in high school. My mother was completely gray, I want to say between 30 and 32. And she had also maintained her natural hair um, for quite some time. I don't think she started relaxing and coloring her hair until she was in her 40s. um, so I stopped coloring my hair at 35, and I had gone natural at 30. So everybody's journey will be different. Everybody's journey is unique. Love who you are, love where you are. You're doing fine. And I think what helps is just being at peace with how I look. There's a lot of information and pressure to look younger or anti-aging. I'm not anti anything. I look however I look, and I'm happy with it. I mean, I am into things like good skincare and, good health care, but I'm not like anti-aging. I don't know about this fear of getting older. It's inevitable. And I actually love being over 40, because being under 40 for me was rough, and I wasn't very smart. I was really stupid, and I didn't know what was going on. Half my life I was bullied. Most of my life I was stupid. But now that I understand some things, it's gotten so much better. So much better. The main thing being learning about self-love. Self-love is not selfish. Self-love helps you to be less selfish, actually. Just embracing who I am and not worrying about, just not worrying. I mean, I like trying things and dabbling, but not worrying, not competing. Although I know there are people who, competing helps them. But I've learned to not be so hyper competitive. I think that was very helpful for me. Just being very comfortable and secure in who I am. I love who I am now. I wouldn't change anything because it helped me to become the woman that I am today. So, yeah, self-acceptance. And here I am, it looks like I'm being rough, but I'm not. Just trying to disentangle my hair. Sometimes I get a stray strand that just kind of wants to try to wrap up with the others. And it just helps to just not rip through it. Don't rip through the knots. I usually try to pull them out one strand at a time until I can get it loose. That's my son. He's in the kitchen cooking, and so that's the noise, if you can hear it. Hopefully it's not too bad. Oh, and so, like I mentioned, I stopped coloring my hair at 35. I am 41, so that means I have been growing out my gray hair for 6 years. And I'm still trimming. Now, I call this my perpetual transition because, like I've mentioned, the more of my hair that starts to turn gray, like even though the color is no longer there, where the dark hair is, where the gray is becoming more, it still looks like I'm transitioning. So I don't know how long, well, my transition will be until I guess all of my hair turns completely white. So we'll see, because that's kind of how it's looking right now. So, now some things that have helped with length retention for me were patience, um, maintaining good moisture protein balance, um, not not over moisturizing or over deep conditioning. I don't do anything overnight. Um, not over washing or over manipulating. Um, I don't straighten my hair that much, but I do find the blow dryer helpful because of my porosity. And I don't use the blow dryer on high heat. I use a medium heat setting. Wet styling was okay for me, but I got a lot more knots, which meant I had to trim a lot more when I would just style my hair wet without using a blow dryer. I don't retwist my hair. So once I've unraveled the twist and wore my twist out, I do not, well, I shouldn't say I don't retwist. I make these huge, like maybe 4 to 5 chunky twists, and then I'll pull my hair into my bonnet at night, but I don't like retwist it like starting from the scratch with tiny twists. No, I'll just make 4 big twists when I go to sleep at night and put my bonnet on, and then in the morning I'll take the bonnet off and untwist. And actually I have a video in that. It's my single over 40 video where I'm just taking off my bonnet and kind of fluffing out these 4 giant twists. So that's how I maintain this twist out until the next wash day. And the other thing is just patience, patience, patience. And hopefully you'll realize that style and health are just as important as length. I think for me, I've learned not to be obsessed with length so much, but to just enjoy what I have, learning how to work with what I have. And it's made me a lot more appreciative and helped me to develop creativity. I mean, I'm not a style diva. Usually I'm just, styling twists, like easy ways to style twists without damaging my hair. Um, but I would still choose health over length, as you'll see. So here I'm just showing, because we're pretty much towards the front. It's almost all gray, this section. And the twists I made were a little bit slimmer, like I mentioned before. So just being gentle with my gray hair while I'm untwisting. And you'll notice that the definition was still pretty good. And actually, I didn't use any gel in this twist out. I just used a leave-in and then a butter blend after blow drying, and then twisted. And so, and I'll video record so that way you can see how this twist out evolves over the course of the week. I actually think it's supposed to rain one day this week, so it should be interesting to see how well this how it holds out, just so you guys can have an idea. I mean, we're all so different. We have different textures and stuff, and you know, your twist outs may last a lot longer than mine. So yeah, but it's just fun to see. So it looks like I've completely unraveled all of the twists, and I'm just gonna go through and show you kind of how it looks. Now, this is a few days after recording, and I'm doing this voiceover, and I've actually found two twists that I hadn't untwisted. I untwisted my second twist that I missed this morning. So yeah, so this is with two twists hidden in there. It's hard to see that haven't been fully untwisted. So here's this little scalp shot. Oh, the hair is growing out the root. And so it looks kind of gray for the most part, but then underneath it's dark still. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. What do you think? Are you gonna twist out?